Woohoo! It's finally here. It's time to take that PlayAway license test. So today you're going to watch a quick screencast or video of how to take care of playaways. And as you watch this screencast, I recommend, as I always do when you're being a skillful learner, take out a piece of paper and take some notes for yourself. In order to get your PlayAway license test, you will need to pass the test with a perfect score. So that means you will take it as many times as you need to in order to pass it before you can earn your PlayAway license. Now that may sound a little bit difficult, but as long as you are watching this video, taking your notes and listening carefully, the test is quite easy for you to follow. And you can even use your notes when you take the test. That's fine with me. So get that piece of paper out and be ready to take some great notes. So we are called the Library Media Center, and the reason we're called the Library Media Center is because we have many types of media available in our media center. Playaways are just one type of the media that we have available for you to check out. These playaways or these learning tools allow you to listen to a book being read by someone else. Sometimes it's the actual author that's reading the book, and sometimes it is another person who's been paid to read the book and have their voice recorded. In order to check out playaways, you are in need of a pair of earbuds. So start talking to your parents, making sure that you can go to a store somewhere nearby and purchase some earbuds, and possibly even 2 sets if you find a good deal. One of the reasons why Miss Norris always suggests boys and girls check out playaways is because I always want you to grow your brain, but there's actually research out there that shows when students listen to a PlayAway book while reading the words in the printed book, they can improve the reading fluency. You might not know that by improving your fluency, you can improve your reading comprehension. When you really understand what you're reading, that's when your brain is really growing. So we've talked about this before. Yes, you can call the words, you can sound out the words, you can say all the words. But if you're not thinking about what you're reading, you're not really comprehending. That means you're not really reading. So make sure you're always thinking whenever you're reading, whether it's listening to a PlayAway or actually reading a printed book. When you check out a PlayAway, remember only one PlayAway can be checked out at a time. If there's a book that goes along with the PlayAway, as I said on the last slide, you can tell because there'll be a little sticker on the case that says there's a book in the Media Center with the same title as this PlayAway. You can figure out where it is by looking it up on Destiny, or you can look on the spine of the case of the PlayAway, and the book is most likely going to be found in the location that you see on the spine label. Make sure that you return all library materials, including playaways, as soon as possible, and make sure all the parts are included when you return it. They're very popular, so the quicker you can finish with it and return it to the library, that gives someone else an opportunity. Now, teachers, this is where I'd like for you to pause and allow your students to have a little collaboration time. And students, here's my question for you. This is a very important slide in front of you. I want you to read it to yourself once, and then I want you to talk to your partner about why is this the most important slide on our review for the PlayAway license test. Why do you think this is so important? Teachers, go ahead and pause and let them have some time to read and discuss with their partner, and then you can start it back up. So, students, I hope that you had some time to talk with your partners. We have lots of materials in the Media Center, and as you know, these materials are borrowed by all students in the school. Playaways are one of the most expensive items we carry. If you happen to lose one, you will need to pay to replace it so someone else can have a chance to check it out. Your parents are not going to be happy if you damage or lose a PlayAway because they cost between $30 and $50. That's why I require that you be in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade to check out these expensive materials, and also that you take a test so that I'm sure you understand the responsibility that you're taking by checking out these PlayAways. So if you do check one out, please do not let others borrow your PlayAway, because if your friend loses it and it's checked out under your name, you're the one who will need to pay for the PlayAway, and you will not be very happy about that. So please make sure you are being extremely respectful and responsible when you check out a PlayAway. If you don't think that you're ready to check out PlayAways yet because maybe you have a history of losing things, then maybe you're not ready yet, and that's okay. You can wait till you get a little older. But know that you are responsible if it's lost or damaged. Make sure all the pieces are returned when you return it. That means the cover, the battery cover, must be back on the PlayAway, or you will have to pay for that lost part. The foam inside of the case, that should be returned so that it holds the PlayAway safely inside the case and it's not bumping around in there and getting messed up. Please make sure everything comes back the way that it was when you checked it out. Now, you are in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, and hopefully you already have a set of your own headphones or earbuds. I'm going to recommend that you talk to your parents and you buy 2 sets. They can very easily be found at the dollar store, very cheap. Get them for $1 or $2, maybe if you go to Five Below, they might be a little more. So get 2 sets, one that you can keep at school in a little baggie with your name on it, and then a set that you can keep at home. So when you're finished with this screencast today, write it down on your homework list. And teachers, if you would send it home in the weekly newsletters for students to purchase some earbuds or headphones, that would be awesome. Make sure you don't leave your earphones or earbuds inside the PlayAway case when you return your device. So check that. And now we're going to talk about being an independent problem solver. So a lot of you have noticed when you come to the media center and you come straight to the checkout desk right away and ask us a question, Miss Sloan and Miss Norris don't right away answer your question. We advise you to use your resources. We might say, go look it up on the patron's catalog, or we may say, go ask 3 before me. That's because we want you to be skilled learners or independent problem solvers and thinkers. Your teachers and your parents aren't always going to be around, so you have to know where to go to solve your problems. So on the inside cover of the PlayAway case, it tells you exactly how the PlayAway works. So if we look at number 1, it says you need 3 AAA batteries. We will supply those for you. It says plug in your earphones. You will need to purchase some for yourself. And then it says press the PlayAway button and enjoy. This is the PlayAway button. Okay. When you click on that, it will turn the PlayAway on. When you're finished reading it, it will save your place wherever you are if you have to stop in the middle of the story. If you hold down on it for at least 5 seconds, it will power off, and that will save you some energy. When you do run out of power in your batteries, because that will happen, please do not throw those batteries away. Please return all batteries to the media center. We will give you some new ones. And again, if you want to save the power in your batteries, and you can see right here when it tells you how much time is remaining in the chapter, it also kind of tells you how much battery life you have with a little icon or picture here of the battery. Okay, so you can kind of judge how much power you have left. Remember to turn it off when you're not listening, and return those batteries to the media center. If you see any batteries that are rechargeable lying around your classroom, we'll take those too. Just bring those down to us so we can keep all of our batteries in the school charged for you to use. Changing the battery. If you check out a PlayAway, when you're in that checkout line, I want you to remove the cover of the PlayAway. So at the bottom, and you can't see in this screen, I apologize, down below the bottom of this title, there is a place where you can stick your fingernail in there. Sometimes you can use a paper clip if you can't get it apart. And you can pop the cover off. When you pop the cover off, and this is the cover, this is what the cover looks like, the battery cover, underneath you will see a plus sign on one side and a minus sign. This means positive, this means negative. You need to line up the battery with the positive and the negative. So on the battery, and I don't know if you can see it here, there's a little plus on one end and a minus on one end. So you want to line that up and put that in here where the battery directions show you in the proper direction, and then replace that cover gently. Okay, so you're going to remove the cover gently, place the battery in, making sure you have it lined up positive and negative, and replace that cover gently. Okay, it's as simple as that. You can do it. I know you can. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about is finding an appropriate time and place to listen to your book. Remember, we want to be respectful and responsible. Please make sure that you're only using your reading device in the classroom or the library at an appropriate time. So if your teacher's in the middle of giving directions, you should not have your PlayAway on listening to your PlayAway. Your teacher will tell you when it's a good time for you to listen to your PlayAway. I should not see boys and girls walking up and down the hallway with their PlayAway on, or see you at lunch or in PE with your PlayAway. Okay, you must read it at an appropriate time. Only 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders can check them out because you must be mature enough to handle this responsibility. If you're not using it responsibility, the consequence will be you will need to turn your PlayAway in until you can demonstrate you're ready. Okay, now we talked about this at the beginning, I believe, that the PlayAways are very popular. If you do not get an opportunity to check out a PlayAway right away, you can check out our audio CDs, which are right inside the front entrance to the library. And inside these little baggies are 2 types of media. You have an audio CD and a printed book. If you have a CD player at home, you can listen to the audiobook using your CD player and follow along as we said before in the book. The same rules apply with the CD kits. They too are expensive to replace, so you will be responsible if it gets lost or damaged. Please make sure you return it with all of its parts. And that concludes our screencast for today, so you will want to review your notes, and I will be sending out the link to the quiz or test to your teachers. You will take your PlayAway test online this year. Have a great day. So long.